Hey you! If you landed on this video, then you're likely wondering how you can get more followers for your TPT store. And it's an important question. When you have followers on your TPT store, they get notified about new resources as soon as you list them, and they go on your list of people who receive your note to followers, which you can consider an extra opportunity to share about your resources and products every week. I'm on a journey to get more store followers right now for my math store, Math with Minis, and I thought, can I combine this with what I'm doing on my email list so I can improve my email deliverability, get more engagement, so more replies and things from emails, get more opt-ins and clicks and click-throughs because we want that when we're selling our resources. And can I do this with tags and segmentation, which will ensure that I know who wants what? So if someone's only a third grade teacher, they're not going to get a resource that's only for fourth or fifth grade standard. Thankfully, it's pretty simple to set all this up, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this video. Hi, by the way, I'm Brittany. I'm a content strategist, social media manager, and a total marketing nerd, and I can't wait to dig into this with you. Logging into ConvertKit, and this is not going to look the same if you use MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, but the principle is the same. Pretty much every email service provider has some kind of way to segment your list. So they might call it lists or segments, which gets kind of confusing. But today I'm really talking about tags. Now I will say I'm not an email marketing expert. I'm just sharing something that's working really well for me right now as a TPT seller. And so I wanted to share it with you because it's part of your whole marketing strategy and ecosystem. So let's get into it. If you do use ConvertKit, then this home screen will be pretty familiar to you. But you might have not actually taken any time to look at what this chart means, and if so, that's okay. I'm going to briefly explain it to you. So when we're looking at the subscribers being 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, we're talking about engagement here. So for example, if I hover over this 1 star, it looks like I have 5 to 6, 7% of my list is not really engaged at all. Okay, these are subscribers that have not engaged at all with me in the past 9 months. That means they might not be opening my emails. If they are opening my emails, they might not be clicking through. They're not really doing anything. And that's not good because that email engagement rate also affects your deliverability. Like, are they going to get the email? And if it's being marked as spam, that would be really bad because that means your emails not only to that person, but possibly to future subscribers and other current subscribers might not be getting your emails at all. We definitely don't want it to go to the spam folder. And we also don't want it to go to the promotions tab because most of our people on our email list are using Gmail. So we've got to keep that in mind too. We want to have as few people on the 1 star section as possible, okay? So mine is actually not as great as it could be for this brand. I could actually have it even closer to 0 with more people being 5 stars. On my social media manager list, it is a really great graph and I'll show you that in a second. But it's likely that yours looks like this, especially if you don't email regularly, or maybe you have more than one brand or business, and or maybe you just have a full-time job that keeps you really busy. And so you don't have a lot of time to focus on the analytics and insights and stats from your email marketing. And that's okay. But I'm hoping that running campaigns like this, either monthly, quarterly, or maybe even weekly, will help you out. What we're doing is we are asking for our current subscribers to segment themselves into different tags. So if you're new to tags, when you look at your subscribers, so I'm going to grow and then subscribers, you have these things called tags here. Now tags can do different things for you. And honestly, if you're not using them strategically, they're probably not doing a whole lot for you right now. Basically, tags are identifiers that you can either do on your side. So maybe when someone opts into a certain freebie and they're going to a welcome sequence, they get signed up to a certain tag that shows that they're maybe a third grade teacher, or that they're interested in a certain kind of resource, maybe that they like using Google Slides. Whatever it is, it's a great way to get different information about the people who are on your list or getting on your list, and it helps you make different decisions, especially when you're launching a product line resource. So this is an example of an email I sent out, and you are welcome to basically copy the format, okay? It's really super simple. I asked them, and I did say I'm incentivizing it. I'm offering them a $10 gift card on TPT, right? So obviously this can get expensive depending on how much money you're making if you're doing this weekly, but I'm running this campaign for 2 months because I want to clean up my email list. I want for people who are not interested in hearing from me to unsubscribe because otherwise I'm paying for them and they're not going to buy something from me anyway. So it's in both of our best interests. If they get off my list, I'm not sending them emails they don't want, and I'm not paying for people who don't want to buy my stuff. So on here, I just put, which grade do you teach? And when they click, they're going to get added to that tag. Okay, so this is going to tag them as a third grade teacher. And look at where the link is going in that lower left-hand corner of your screen. It's my store follow link. So this is doing a couple of things for me. One, it's segmenting my list and they're self-selecting which segments they want to be a part of, which is great because we have some teachers who maybe teach multiple grades. And in that case, they can tag all 3 or 4 of them, whatever, or they could even just tag the one that says I teach more than one of these. This also increases my click-through rates and my overall email subscriber engagement rate because they're opening the email, they're clicking through to something, and they're also replying. They're replying and letting me know, hey, I selected, I just want to let you know. So that way I know to add their email to a raffle or a drawing or something so that they can get that TPT gift card or whoever the winner is. So this is super simple. And the cool thing is, once you've set this email up once, especially if you're going to do a campaign with multiple emails per month, per week, per quarter, per year, however you're going to set it up, you can schedule these emails to go out at certain times to collect different kinds of information. So in this email, I'm selecting different grades, but let me show you some other examples. When you go to send and then broadcast in ConvertKit, you actually have the option to duplicate other emails that you've sent or that you've scheduled. So that way you're not having to create the same emails from scratch all the time. You've probably heard other people talk about templates and batching. This is a great example of this for email marketing, especially if it's something that you want to get better at, you've been hearing a lot about, but you just haven't done it. Okay, so I did switch up the prize here. That shows me something else because I'm curious to see. I'm going to track my engagement to different emails and see which prizes tend to hit the most with my audience. I'm cycling through TPT, Starbucks, Target, so that's a really nice thing for me to know is what motivates them because I'm going to do more of that. So on this one, similar, except for I'm asking how long they've been teaching. That will help me know who is interested in the information I have and buying my resources. Am I really creating resources more for first-year teachers who are very new to the profession? Or am I more for people who are veteran teachers who are just interested in integrating things like Google Classroom and Google Docs into what they're doing? So that information is really going to inform not only the content I create, like blog posts, YouTube videos, podcast episodes, etc., for that brand, it's also going to help me know which kind of product should I bother making. Because if I have a mile-long list of ideas and they're not really resonating with the audience I have, which means more than likely the kind of people I'm going to keep attracting, then that tells me that's probably not the best decision for me to make. So this is giving us a lot of data. The same thing, I set up a tag here. So for each one, they're getting tagged as that certain amount of time teaching, and they're also replying, which is great. And I've scheduled this in advance. So I know February through March, I have emails going out. Each one's going to ask a different question. And the cool thing is people like polls. People like these things. So it's something fun. And that means even if for some reason I'm not consistent on my newsletter that week, I'm honestly getting a little bit better about that. I'm not perfect there yet. If they don't get a newsletter, they're at least getting something from me. And so there's that something to be said about brand awareness where they're just putting my name, Brittany, Math with Minis in their minds. So it's something they know to go and check. Now, most people, when they're buying, teachers that are buying on TPT, they're not going to a store first to buy, usually. Usually they go to the search bar, they're putting in what they're interested in getting, and then they find some ideas that way. But they might use the name or the brand as a decision when they see those options come up on the page. That's brand awareness marketing. It's like the first level of marketing. And we usually ignore that as small business owners because it's the most expensive and it's harder to track for ROI. But it's really important when we think about people building a relationship with us and our brands. So the cool thing is, since they're tagging that, they're getting added to my store. And by the way, like I also tell them this, I do believe that you should be transparent, but of course, your choice, what you do. But I like to tell them that they're getting into my store follow link. And I think I did that here. Yeah, if you're already starting to follow my store, nothing will happen. You select an answer, tag to win a prize. And I didn't think I actually did. So I have this one scheduled, so I'll have to make sure I put that note because I think I had it on the other one. I didn't copy it. So anytime you're using a template, go through and check it. I obviously didn't do that here. So yeah, try this out. Let me know how it goes. Remember that everything you have is working together. Your social media following, your email marketing, any kind of other brand awareness stuff you're doing. And if you want to talk about marketing in funnels, email is one of those last stages in your funnel. It is a place they go where they already have heard about you and they already decided they like, know, trust you, that they want to buy more, and maybe they've bought before and they're interested in buying more in the future. So try this out and let me know how it goes. So where are you at with your TPT marketing? Are you just marketing on TPT right now? Are you starting to dig into your email list? That's something I'd love to know about you for my own market segmentation, but also just so I know what kind of content to create and products to make that are actually going to help you get closer to where you want to be. And again, my name is Brittany if you're new to me. If you like this video, if it added value to your life, I'd so appreciate it if you'd like it. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined, and hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos. You can also click that little bell icon so that you never miss notification of a new video when it's posted. Bye for now.